Black History Month means a lot to me.
It's a good chance to share in my culture and where I'm from, my parents' heritage and history, and it's just good to know also about other black people's culture.
Recognising the various aspects of Britain that black people have contributed towards.
British history cannot be written without putting black history in it. We are part of it.
Various different contributions that black people have made and continue to make can sometimes go unrecognised.
Actually, in this country, there was, those pioneers actually did a lot of things.
My role model is Guy Bailey, a peaceful protester who changed the employment rights in Bristol. At the time, he wanted to work with the bus company, but then he was denied the job because of his color. And they started to protest. They had the white community in Bristol supporting them as well. They were able to achieve what they wanted. Companies in Bristol started employing people of black origin.
There's a lady called Paulette Wilson who came over in 1968, aged 10, from Jamaica, and she lived here for many years. And then a few years ago, I think it was 2015, she was classed as an illegal immigrant and was sent to an immigration court and nearly got sent back to Jamaica. She fought really, really hard and exposed the Windrush scandal. She channeled her energies in a really positive way to encourage other people to fight their cause in the right way. She did that with dignity and with courage.
Mary Segal, she was a nurse and she just wanted to help. And she just believed in this fundamental equality. For someone that had, all those kind of restrictions back then, to think outside the box like that and so selflessly, it's amazing.
I nominated Sir Trevor McDonald for being a black person and a black journalist appearing on our TV screens when being black was considered an offense. So at a very young age, seeing a black person on TV, I admired him. He was one of the few men who break the ice to allow black people to be on TV stations now as this world-renowned TV personality and journalist. So he's one of my heroes, I would say.
The role model that I've chosen is my mum, Beulah Coombs. She came to England from Jamaica in the 50s. At that time, Jamaica was part of British West Indies, so she came over as a British citizen, essentially. And when she told her teacher that she wanted to be a teacher when she grew up, she was told that coloured girls could only achieve so much. Following that, she actually went on to university and was the first person in our family ever to go to university. Not only did she go on to become a teacher, but she then became a lecturer and a head of a department in a further education institution. So I'm very proud of my mum, the contributions that she's made. She should be recognised as one of the unsung heroes of Black British history.
I lived Morris. She came here when she was 9. By 17, she was standing up and fighting for what she wanted in terms of she knew that a policeman abusing a black man because he drives a nice car wasn't right. She didn't just stop there. She started new activist groups in terms of fighting against racial discrimination. And it wasn't just that, she was also for women's rights as well and black women's rights. And that was 50 years ago she did that. Now we're still doing the same thing, but we can see the progress starting from her to now.
So I really, really hope for a future where as a black person, I'll be looked at and be offered the opportunity to just show what I can do rather than just to tick a box.
In terms of whether it's Prime Minister, whether it's head of the rail network, whether it's head of Sainsbury's, whether it's head of anything, it's just looking up and going, do you know what? He's done it.
Young black people get pigeonholed and stereotyped, and it will limit their opportunities, whereas if they see more role models in those positions, then it's going to be a really, really positive step.
So my aspiration would be for there not even to be essentially a Black History Month, but for us just to be acknowledged in general history as part of the general curriculum.
The lack of not knowing and the lack of knowledge is what's creating this barrier, and that's what we need to come out of. Let's just educate each other.
I personally believe in learning more about other people's cultures. I just want more people to be open-minded. I know it's a lot to be fair, but it's possible. I believe in humankind.
I don't want my children to have to be judged for the color of their skin. I'm very hopeful, I'm very optimistic about the future in terms of just the merging of races, because we're just one human race. It shouldn't really be about color.